Hello, my name is Liam, and I'm going to make some videos of me trading. Not because I'm a trading expert and you should follow me, definitely not. But when I've been trading and I talk to myself and explain what I'm doing, then I find I just follow my rules much better. Less over trading, less poor decisions, and just sticking to the plan. So that's what I'm going to test out. Um, this is my first one, and I'm just going over some trades that I took this morning. My plan is to eventually um, just do it live streams. I want to figure out how all of this works. Um, so I'll do another video in a little while, just a little bit about me in case anybody actually watches. But I'm really not thinking they will. I'm just doing this to help me. So purely selfish. So this morning was okay. I took two wins and one loss. So I'll show you the loss first. Um, so a little bit about me. I'm actually in Cyprus, so I'm 2 hours ahead of the UK. But my trading window is pre-Europe and the London Open. So it works out nice because that's six a.m. UK time is when I will start taking trades, which is 8 a.m. for me. But on a couple of days a week, I like to do the morning jiu-jitsu class at 8 o'clock. So I don't actually get to the charts till 20 past 10 my time, which is London's already opened. So it's a shorter window today. So my first trade, well, not my first trade, but my losing trade was the euro. So what I seen when I got to the charts was, um, so when I zoom out, I had a nice move down yesterday. I'll just explain these boxes quickly. So big blue, Asia, green, London, red, New York. The little blues that you see on my charts is just the 5 to 6 a.m. range, which I use as, which I basically trade that range on the indices. Um, but anyway, what I was looking for yesterday, which was super frustrating, was price to get up into this big imbalance area for a swing short. I'm already in a swing short from higher up on the euro, so I am still bearish. We didn't quite get there. I had alert set, just didn't go off. I set another one once I'd seen this had happened, but again didn't revisit it. So yeah, a little bit annoying. But yeah, when I come to the charts this morning, I seen Asia fairly bearish, then consolidated. And then the 5 to 6 a.m. range broke out, took these highs. So kind of zoom in, see what's going on. London opened, sold off a little bit. Then we had a nice impulse up and took this high again. So at that point, I'm thinking, okay, maybe we're going to go lower sooner rather than later. Let's look for a short entry. Um, Push down, failure to make a new high, bearish price action. So I got in after this rejection, got in here, worked straight away, which is always a good sign for my types of trades. Um, but then we consolidated. At this point, I kind of knew I should have cut it, but I don't like closing trades early. Um, just for me, it tends to be a bad habit. When I do close trades early, and then I go in my direction, it's just another trigger that can lead to some over trading for me. So I know I'm only taking one trade on the euro today, so just took the loss. Um, if so, I obviously entered early because it was a loser. Um, but once I seen this consolidation happen, this is when I drew the lines in. And really, what I'd have been looking for at that point would have been if I hadn't entered already, would have been a break of the wedge that was forming. Um, so either way, to be honest, it wouldn't have been a good trade. I'd have at least got to move my stops to break even if I'd have went along there. Um, But yeah, then we went straight back down. Um, so there's news later in New York session. PCE, I believe, sorts an inflation measure. So realistically, the markets are probably, or the dollar especially, is sitting tight for that. Overall, I am bearish euro. I think we will see lower prices, whether we spike up today, take some stops, and then move. Um, but for me, that would be reassessing Monday now if there's any swings available. I've already took profit on most of my position on my swing shorts on the euro. So yeah, I just got runners going. So yeah, that was my loss. Um, so yeah, I mentioned about the small boxes being tradable range for me on the pre-Europe session. So I didn't take these trades because I wasn't online. I was just looking at them once I did get on the charts. Um, Once I seen the break of this range with momentum, I would have entered long. On my NQ trades, I have an auto break even at 5 points because they're usually quick trades um, where I'm playing momentum. So I don't want to be. I go from the mantra that I heard from Pac, who's a futures trader in the US, right or right out. So I like to use that. I want to be right or right out on NQ. So once I'm in 5 points, I have auto break even, and then we see what happens. So with momentum, broke, auto break even would have hit because that was around 6 points, break even trade. Then I'm looking to see what the range does. So we push down, push back up, failure to make a new high, push down, failure to make a new high. Okay, now I'm looking to be bearish. Push down again, little push up, followed by a nice push down. As we can see, moving averages, these are the 9 and the 20, were curling over at this point. So I would like to think I'd have hit a short around about here. Might have even got in earlier and got took out break even. Um, but this type of look, I would have re-entered again anyway. Um, and that would have been a full trade. 10 point stop, 30 point target. Um, London, I don't tend to leave runners on, or if I'm trying to catch a runner, I trail it aggressively, um, because just from my back testing, 30 points is usually a turnaround pound pre-London, unless you're hitting some type of massive trend day, then it can run, and that's when I would try and trail. But really, pre-London, pre-Europe, I'm just looking for 30 points. Then in the large green box is obviously the London range so far. This small box is the 30-second London open. So we open up the bullish candle, chop around, sell off a little bit, make a low, push up back into the range. So I'm on the chart around about this. This is when I got to actually trade. So when I see this, what I'm looking for is either a sweep of this low with a quick wick to start to look for an entry, or a failure to make a new low, which happened, and then a bullish signal. So we've got that nice big bullish candle, and then I've got a quick entry on this next candle while it was forming. Um, Worked straight away, break even after 5 points. Um, then, so my set target is always 30. But what was happening is we were consolidating under that 30 point hit. So when I see that happening, I basically take away my take profit and then I'm looking for a bigger move and to trail it. And that's what happened. We got that nice push up again. So once we got this push up, I put my stop loss in 30 points profit. So the full trade is safe. And then just see what happens. And the full trade was around 55 points. Because once you had this push up here, and then I was having a more bearish feel here. I'm overall bearish on the market. I think we're going to see lower prices before any new highs. So I am very bearish bias, which can be tricky because I kind of have to force myself to take longs. Um, but I had trailed my stop super tight at this point, so I was up here, and then once this stop got hit, which was this candle, then I was looking for a short. So got that here. I entered as I was seeing bearish momentum push down. As I was in profit for the day, I was too aggressive. I was too aggressive making this safe. So I was at entry, auto break even, and then I thought, right, I'll just make it a winner, put it in a bit of profit when I see this form. But basically, when it was happening live, seeing this candle, this little wick, then this push down below, and then I was thinking continuation down. So once that candle formed, I moved my stop to the top of that wick, and then got took out around 7 points. But if you look, it would have actually been a beautiful trade. I should have followed my rules, and that's what I'm hoping these videos will force me to do, is stop being stupid, um, and just kept it a break even, like my testing and my plan has shown works, and then it would have been a full trade, and then it would have been an even nicer Friday. But hey ho, profit is profit. So yeah, as you see on my charts that I'm, so obviously I don't execute on TradingView, I just chart on TradingView. So on my setup that I've got here, I've got two big screens and a laptop with a laptop what has two screens. Um, so I actually execute on my smaller screens and just chart on my big screens. But as you see here, this is the hourly on the S&P, and I keep this just for a bigger picture view, and it just helps me frame my trade ideas. I'll show you what I mean. So at this point here, when I'm thinking we're going short, I'll look at what's happening. So sell off here, retracement up. When I've measured that on my other chart, that's just over the 618 retracement up here, and then another big sell off, and then we got push back up, and then we were showing exhaustion and this kind of choppy price action here before we were taking this. So as this candle was a nice big bullish green candle and starting to wick down, so that's when I'm thinking this is actually going to flip bearish, end up being a big wick with continuation down. And that's what got me in this short and to trail this even tighter. And it was actually showing better on the hourly on S&P 500. It was rejected first. So that's why I have the two up. Even though I'm trading NAS and NQ, I keep this up here just so my thesis basically is the US, the S&P 500, that is more of my indicator. So when I'm seeing kind of bullish strength or weakness, then I'm looking to see if NQ is doing the same. If it is, then that's why I enter. So I like to have the hourly up just to get a bigger picture. Um, so yeah, I mean, look at this now. This is still going. This would have been beautiful. I have actually got a swing shot from this this rejection. So that come close to getting me out today at entry, but luckily still in it. But we'll see. That's me done for the week anyway. My swings I've got currently a new sugar long, gold long, euro short, and Aussie dollar short. So I'll reassess them Monday now. All in profit, so they're all safe. Um, cool, not bad. Like I say, I'm just doing these videos for me. So I'm not really expecting anyone to watch it, to be honest. But I'm hoping it helps me trade that. Cool. Peace out.